level can make a budget.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be complicated.
Yes.
It just needs to be in the most simplistic way that you can. Like even a mama boga can do it. You know, those of the people who are doing even those small businesses, they can still be able to do it.
Yeah.
Somebody who is just starting out, and even children. And I think the key thing is to understand that failure and to fail are two different things.
True. And the fear of knowing the truth is also a challenge.
Yes.
And I think it is high time that we realize that. I think when we face that truth and we know it, it is the beginning of our healing.
I have adopted a strategy which I call a 24-hour wait, whereby I tell myself, all right now I am feeling I really need this shoe. This color, I don't think I have it in my
closet,
in my shoe rack and all that. So I got to a place where I am teaching myself, and this is where the real learning is, and the learning to wait for at least 24 hours before I make that decision.
Yes.
And what that does to me is that it helps me settle that gratification sense that is in me. And I say, I can't delay this.
Hello, money enthusiasts. Today, it's a bright day and I welcome you to Money Conversations, and today we have Pauline, our coach as well, and I want to welcome her. And today we are going to be looking at personal finance and personal finance planning. So can you please tell us, say hi to us, as even you introduce to us and tell us what personal finance is.
All right. Thank you, Beth, for having us back in these money conversations or money positions.
Yeah.
And to, our viewers, our community, who we believe are the money enthusiasts, as we are calling them.
Yeah.
So we are progressing on from where we left, from the place of understanding financial literacy, and now we are coming to what is personal finance. And I think as we begin this conversation, it will just be good for us to ask ourselves, are we there planning for our future in terms of our finances, or do we just sit back and say...
And you say you live once, YOLO.
You live once, and life happens,
Yeah.
and you're surviving through the journey of your finances. But yes, personal finance planning is very, very important.
Yeah.
And why is it important? It's important because it helps you get clarity. You are in a frame of mind where you understand where you're going. And I would think of it like when you think of a journey, when you're taking a journey, say for example, you're planning for a trip, even the basic one, from your house to the office or from your house to the next destination. You think through how will you arrive to your destination. And there are strategies that you put in that line. Which means of transport am I using? Am I walking? Am I taking boda? Am I, going by matatu? Am I using my personal car? If so, how much money do I need for each means?
Yeah.
How much time do I need?
Yeah.
When I go for that meeting, what am I going to discuss? You've already laid that out, and what outcome are you looking at even from this meeting? So basically, I would bring that now back to what personal finance planning is. Remember, we are saying it's personal finance.
Yeah, it is an individual thing.
It is an individual game because it is what speaks to you and how you'd want to plan for your own finances.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what I'm getting from you is that for you to be able to go somewhere, or if you want, for example, to achieve something in life or financially, there must be a goal. So the goal is probably to build a house, probably to save for your retirement or whatever it is. So there must be a goal and you have to plan for that goal.
Yes.
So please, can you maybe explain or let us understand how do we set financial goals?
All right. Even before we set the financial goals, we need to ask ourselves, we've said that it's a journey that you're taking so
Yeah.
that you achieve your financial outcomes that you're looking for.
Yeah.
So you need to assess your financial health first
Yeah.
and take something I call the financial triage.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the way you go to hospital, they
Yeah.
want to know how is your blood pressure, how is your heart rate and all that.
Yeah, and the weight and the height.
And the weight, the height,
Yeah.
and on all that.
Mm.
Same applies with our finances.
Mhm.
So what is it? What is a financial triage? And the way I look at it is, so now in the financial health process, we need to do our own assessment in
Yeah.
the financial triad. What are we saying? We need to ask ourselves, do we even know how much comes in as your income, how much you earn? Because what are you planning for
Yeah.
if you don't know how much you
are earning?
you are earning? You need to know your expenses. You need to know, do you have any debts? And again, it goes back now again, tying all these to what are the goals that you're setting for yourselves.
Yeah.
Because they all have to tie into this. You know, in the triage is where you tell your doctor, oh, I think yesterday I was having a headache, I'm feeling this, my palpitations. So you ask, you know, is your financial headache at? What
Yeah.
is causing that financial headache? Or what is causing that pain in your toe or in your whatever? And so the same applies to that. So you need to ask also yourself,